nowadays when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Maybe, hey,
why do you panic?
The way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Thursday, the 23rd of October. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. And today, if my father had been alive, he would have been 83 years. Bless his soul wherever he is, and may God continue to maintain his legacy. And if you celebrate your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Today is a very, very good day, and we will continue with the good work that we do. Thank you to all our trotro drivers, our taxi drivers, our engineers, our lawyers, our doctors, our pharmacists, our physicians, our plumbers, our masons, our carpenters. Thank you very much to everybody, our market women who spend time to engage with us. We appreciate you deeply. Let me also say thank you to Sonar Fashions in Tamale, Kuko to be specific, 0246590162. That's 0246590162. Call him, get something special for yourself. Here in Ghana, if you're watching us from across the world, you can also get something very, very special from him. Now, let me tell you about the Rosebank International University. I know that tomorrow the Rosebank International University is congregating to have an open day, so you get a chance to come to the Rosebank International University. Let's see the photograph. So, and it's right in the Opebia building. It's a open day, Friday, the 24th of October, from 8 a.m. to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Opebia House, number A177 Liberation Road, Airport Commercial Center. And the Rosebank is accredited and approved from all the agencies and the authorities that must endorse them. And they're inviting you for an open day. And I say, if you want the best education for your ward or for yourself, if you want to do a Doctor of Business Administration, you want to do something in marketing, something in sales, you want to do something in ICT, something in hospitality, and etc., just walk into the Rosebank International University, approved by the South African authorities, approved by City and Guilds, approved by all who have to approve of it, Capsicum, everybody. I mean, Dr. Samuel, good morning to you. And Professor Eboafo, good morning to you. Good morning to all the guys. To me, good morning to you as well. And all our friends at the Rosebank International University. 6, where shall we begin? Should we begin from the Ghana Education Service? I think we should. Because the Ghana Education Service is in the news. And the Ghana Education Service yesterday issued a statement. The PTA Association are not happy about it. So they have taken the matter to court. But we'll give both issues prominence. It's dated the 22nd of October, 2025. That's just yesterday. And the GES cautions schools against unauthorized PTA levies. The management of the Ghana Education Service has received reports that some second cycle institutions are demanding and collecting various levies under the guise of Parent-Teacher Association dues. We wish to state that no school has been authorized to collect any PTA or development levy without any prior approval. In basic schools, such approval must be granted by the District Education Oversight Committee through the District Director of Education, and in second cycle schools by the Regional Director of Education. Even when approved, such payments remain strictly voluntary, and no student should be denied any school service, right, or benefit for non-payment. GES further directs that no headmaster, teacher, or GES staff member of any educational institution shall be involved in the collection of PTA levies. Fundraising activities remain the exclusive responsibility of duly elected PTA executives. Regional and district directors are directed to monitor compliance and report any breach. for immediate disciplinary action, signed by Daniel Afenyi. He's the head of public affairs or public relations of the GES. Now, the PTAs disagreed with this, so they have taken the matter to court. Now, this is in the Superior Court of Judicature. Lawyer Sixtus can explain to you later if you come and meet him. It's dated in Greater Accra region, AD 2026. Are we in 2026, Sixtus? This is a court document. Oh, am I getting something wrong? It's the National Council of Parent Teacher Association, LBG, and Attorney General, and is there. The PTAs disagree with what GES, their supervisors, have said. So we will wait because the matter is sub judice. It's now before the courts. So we shall wait and hear what the court has to say. But the court will be moved on Monday, the 3rd of November, 2025. Did somebody whisper to me that in Tema, one of the courts doesn't have a printer, that they want a certain document printed for them? They don't have. Okay. Good morning to the Judicial Service. Now, 6, let's move on. There's a video that I want us to play, the President's video. Please find the President's video. Let's play it. No, let's play Haruna Idrisu's video first, and then we can go on to the President.
When I see leaders in front shouting, that's not for leaders to do. If you are a good leader, you must have those who do that for you. I saw them a while talk about LGBTQ and the Honorable Habib. Interesting times in Ghana. You were in Ghana. Parliament passed the law. Nana Addo Dankwa was in breach of the Constitution. You didn't have the voice. He didn't read Article 106, 106.7.8. Read it. He was in breach. If Parliament gives a bill to the President and he can assent or not assent, the Constitution provides what he should do. Did you do that? Then you allow it to lapse. Then today we are discussing the same matter. I heard the leader talk about there was no administrative error, but there was a constitutional error. The Constitution is elaborate. What do you do? It's not to say that President Akufo-Addo can't disagree with Parliament. But if he disagrees, convey it back to Parliament that I disagree with you and this is my reasoning. I will not do it because of this reason. We should pass it. Or I simply would have ended by saying, why didn't you pass it? But it will be passed. Thank you.
You see why Ghanaians voted against the New Patriotic Party, Walling? And I always say this. It is a party in power that loses power. The party in opposition just climbs on whatever is there. I remember so vividly, having covered Parliament, the LGBTQIA plus of GPRTU of TUC bill was passed. We took it to President Akufo-Addo. Reverend John Ntimfodjo, who is my very good friend, together with all the other good MPs who were with him, organizing that press conference. He was a sponsor of that bill. My very good friend, pastor and legislator. President Akufo-Addo failed to sign it. In fact, he didn't even look in the direction of it. Today, those same friends of mine have found their voices. How do we build a country like that? How? It's a simple question to ask. How do we build a country like that if we are not able to speak truth to power, to the powers that be? But we find space to talk to others about it and we want to insist that it must be done. How do we build a country like that? How do we do that? How do we do that? How do we build a country like that? It's a simple question. Yesterday I asked a question about, since you remember the auditor, somewhere in the Ashanti region. Yesterday I got information that the man has packed out of the office. But you see, the man changed his age and signed swore an affidavit for that reason. Is that not a crime? He has left because there cannot be anything complicated about your age. No. And parking out of that office after you had been called by a senior government official and you told the person that there was a complication about your age. No. What even dropped into your mind to decide that you will alter your age For which reason? So the security authorities, and I will still pursue that conversation. He has moved out, that's fine. But we will pursue that conversation in the Fija district. I will pursue that conversation. We have to build our country the way it has to be built. We have retrogressed too much in this country, and we have to be very, very strict about making sure that certain standards operate and work. We have to insist on it. I'll play a video of Edem Agbana. He's a member of the Public Accounts Committee. Not now. 6, find me the altered document of the Government Technical Training School or Institute. The headmaster said, whatever I wrote. He wrote a letter actually to his district director. He said that whatever I wrote, I've cancelled the student's name. But he said whatever I wrote and whatever I spoke about, the questions I asked, they are false. I want to ask the headmaster or the head of institution of the Government Technical Institute, how was this answer booklet procured? The printers who printed it for you are Kaneshi. I have gone there. And I will show you bit by bit. How was this procured? He said everything I said is a lie. And you know me, when I talk with facts and figures. How was this procured? No, I want to understand, how was this procured? I will chop the meat small. How was this procured? Can you explain to your boss how this was procured? Did it go through the procurement office? How was it procured? I want to understand. Government Technical Institute, Kaneshi Accra, in between Metro Mass and Municipal. How was this answer booklet procured? You want to go on this path with me, you won't survive. How was it procured? This answer booklet, how? Tell me, come and tell the world. You wrote to your boss, the regional director, and told the boss that, everything he said is a lie. I said, how was this procured? You don't know whose tail you have touched. You have to come and answer this question. How was it procured? I've not even started from the Eastern region. And you know the Eastern region I'm talking about. The Eastern region. I've not started from there. But how was this procured? I said I was going to start from the Eastern region. It would be too much of a burden. But how was this exam booklet procured? Come and tell us. The schools that we attended, 6, don't they put serial numbers on answer booklets to understand which students how was this procured? How was it procured? Come and answer. Come forward and answer. Is that the GES standard? Come. Is that GTech, NAPTEC? Is that? Come and answer. How was it procured? Find me Edem Agbana's video, please. And I want you to please listen to this very carefully. Very, very carefully.
I am a member of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament. And our committee deals with the Auditor General's report. Well, and when you come to my office, I have about 15 very voluminous books. And these are just the reports for the year 2024 that we are currently dealing with as a committee. Every state institution, ministries, departments, all of these things are captured. And Roland, when you go into the details, you would weep for this country, because the level of infraction, the misappropriation, procurement violations, and abuse of public funds across all levels, across departments, across agencies, it breaks your heart. And Roland, some of the violations are so reckless that one would want to demand instant justice if this were part of our laws. Because for some of them, even without any legal background or without taking the person through any legal process, you would conclude by what you have seen in the audit report. Let me give you an example. When we were considering the report for Ministry of Communication,
Sam George's place?
Sam George's ministry.
Okay.
But at the time, he wasn't the minister, because we are considering the 2024 reports now. Yeah. And I have copies of the report here. Roland, there's a company called Smart Infraco.
Absolutely.
This company was contracted by government to do some work, some revenue mobilization. The company did not, or they failed to pay government about $6 million that was due us. Yeah. But that same company was awarded another contract, and government rather paid them for no work done, in addition to what they failed to account for. So you look at this level of misappropriation, abuse of public funds. As a committee, when we go into the issues, and let me explain how Public Accounts Committee works. When we invite those responsible for these infractions and we question them, after that we present our reports to Parliament. When Parliament adopts the report is then sent to the Attorney General.
Best in the morning.
And they begin the criminal prosecution. Roland, when you go to our courts, the truth is that there are several cases of financial malfeasance before our courts, but the processes are simply too slow. They are slow. So what we have done as a committee is that in some instances, we've been able to get people to pay back, so at least we recover. So I recall there was a particular incident where a gentleman who worked with the Foreign Affairs Ministry worked with one of the embassies, withdrew monies meant for the embassy.
Diverted.
He diverted. I mean, he took the money, he spent it, he admitted, when they appeared, he was asked to pay, and so he has been given time and he's been paying. But beyond that, and so we've done a lot of recoveries. There were people who were being paid even after they left the service.
Adam Agbana, thank you for this revelation. But the people of the Republic of Ghana did not vote for you to be doing recoveries and letting people go off the hook. No. If Sixtus and I go and get $500 million or 500 million cedis, in 6 months we can turn the money around and do something. Or with Roland, we can do something and make profit out of it. But when people, what you are doing literally is asking people, oh, you can steal small, but if we come to you, then you give the money to us. You listen to the Attorney General and the conversations he had. Let's find that video. The conversations he had and telling us about how much of our monies have gone into private pockets, allegedly. Because you are innocent until proven guilty. And you ask yourself, did we still need to go to the IMF? Did we need the IMF at all?
Ladies and gentlemen, as far as the oral investigations are concerned, the status report is as follows. Out of the report of the oral committee submitted to my office, we instructed the National Intelligence Bureau in March 2025 to conduct investigations into cases of suspected acts of theft and graft by public officials and their allies in the private sector. The investigations were necessary because the oral committee reports did not contain the evidence required to prove the guilt of the suspects in court beyond reasonable doubt. It is always important to remember that the oral committee was tasked by His Excellency the President to receive complaints of looting of state resources, and complaints do not constitute irrefutable evidence of criminality. Oral reports are still coming into my office. Now, those who are pushing me to go to court and who are saying that by now convictions should have been obtained,
the best in the morning.
I know you are Ghanaians, you have legitimate expectations of your government officials, including the president and the Attorney General. But we need to do a good job. Not that I will rush to court. Defense lawyers will come and raise objections, throw my case out, and then the same Ghanaians who wanted me to go to court expeditiously will now turn around and say that Ayine is an incompetent Attorney General. I was never an incompetent lawyer in private practice. I don't want to be an incompetent lawyer in public sector. In the case of the latter, we have filed charges against the former Chief Executive, Executive Director, Osea Sibe-Ntwi, and his deputy, Gifty Owari. Charges are being prepared against the rest of the public officers and the so-called marketplace vendors. In all, we intend to file about 10 cases in the NSA scandal and will use some of the public officers and vendors as prosecution witnesses. Now, this is a strategy that is working very well for us, and we intend to continue to use that strategy. In a situation where there is a small criminal among big criminals, and the small criminal knows a lot, it is better as a matter of prosecutorial strategy to use a small criminal to get the information in order to be able to succeed.
Dr. Ayine, good morning to you and your deputy, Dr. Adam Sremsai. Continue the good work, but Ghanaians want to see the scorecard. That's all we are asking for. We are not blaming you. We are not accusing you. We want to see your scorecard like that of lawyer Joyce Bawa Muktari. We want to see your scorecard like that of Julius Debra. We want to see your scorecard like that of Dr. Callistus. We want to see your scorecard like Beatrice. We want to see scorecard. General Mosquito, we want to see scorecard like Eduji Tamaklo. We want to see scorecard. We want to see scorecard like Afechi and at Bost. We just want to see scorecard. James Ejenimba. We just want to see scorecard. That's all we're asking for. We are not fighting. We are not fighting. No. Ghanaians voted for a certain reset. We want to see scorecard. That's all we're asking for. So if you have the scorecard, bring the scorecard. Let's see the scorecard. If you don't have the scorecard, let's know that you don't have the scorecard. But scorecard must scorecard. Now, I want to say good morning to our friends, next door neighbors. Yesterday, I have not seen have you seen bankers demonstrating before? Yesterday, the bankers were demonstrating at Prudential Bank. What's going on? Play the video, please.
Third one, Union here, Union here, brothers and sisters, good morning to you all.
Our friends at Prudential Bank, they are playing gospel to do demonstration. It's a serious matter. Good morning to the boss and the management and the board of Prudential Bank. Your staff say they are not happy. If the people of Ghana, the people of Ghana are not happy, they are neighbors. If they cross and come towards this side, we beg you, please. We don't want them to climb up. Let them stay where they are, okay? Have a good morning. Here ends the sermon. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Good morning. Is that Johnny?
Yes, my brother. How are you, sir?